Welcome back to Anything You Want. If you love stories where truth reveals itself quietly, not through headlines, but through gestures that speak louder than any announcement, you're in the right place. Before we begin, take a second to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story that looks deeper than the surface. And if you'd like to support our work, hit that join button. It helps us bring you more honest, human stories from the world of fame and feeling. There are moments in the entertainment world that unfold with such subtlety, you almost miss their importance at first glance. Last night, Gökberk Yıldırım and Cemre Arda reminded everyone that sometimes, love doesn't need fireworks to be seen. It began as an ordinary evening in Cihangir, a neighborhood where the city's pulse often softens into slow conversation and golden light. A dinner among friends, laughter echoing from the tables, the kind of night that doesn't announce itself as historic. But when the last of their companions drifted into the night and the quiet settled back into the room, two hands reached for each other, not for effect, not for cameras, but for comfort. And in that single, tender motion, Istanbul seemed to hold its breath. Their fingers intertwined naturally, as if this gesture wasn't a beginning but an acknowledgement of something that had long been there. No staged performance, no prearranged publicity. Just two people choosing presence, together, in the open. When the flash of a camera sliced through the dim, the moment could have fractured, like so many do under pressure. But instead of retreating, Gökberk held on, just a fraction tighter, and turned slightly towards Cemre, shielding her from the sudden light without breaking the connection. It wasn't an act of defiance, nor a display. It was quiet assurance. A wordless promise that said, "I've got you." Cemre, calm and luminous, met the attention not with a performance, but with composure. Her hair fell softly across the collar of her jacket, her posture graceful but unpretentious. There was no forced smile, no exaggerated reaction. If anything, she radiated peace, the kind of peace that comes when you stop pretending to hide what's already obvious. And then came the question that the crowd couldn't hold back any longer. Is this what we think it is? Before answering, Gökberk turned to her, a single heartbeat of silent communication passing between them. Then, with the faintest smile tugging at the corner of his mouth, he faced the cameras. "You don't miss much, do you?" he said with soft amusement. "Seems like there isn't much left for us to keep off the record anymore." No denial. No statement crafted by a publicist. Just acceptance. Cemre followed with a voice steady and serene, "We're content. Thank you for giving us room." The words, though simple, carried the weight of honesty. The space around them seemed to relax, as if even the night itself exhaled in relief. Those who've known them a while weren't surprised. Their connection has always existed in the subtleties, the shared glance between takes, the way a room feels lighter when both are present. What's grown between them wasn't built on spectacle, it was woven from trust, rhythm, and restraint. Do you think celebrity couples should keep their love private, or share it openly with fans? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your opinions help shape our community here at Anything You Want. And remember, a quick like or subscribe keeps you connected to the stories that matter most. Behind the scenes, their friends say this story began quietly, on long rehearsal nights, shared coffee runs, conversations that ran a little too late. It wasn't sudden, it grew like light through a curtain, steady and sure. They didn't rush it. They protected it. When their relationship was still unfolding privately, they arrived separately at events, took different exits, smiled at the same jokes but from opposite sides of the room. Their discretion wasn't about secrecy, it was about stewardship. They understood that fragile things need space to breathe. But all secrets, especially the beautiful ones, eventually find their way into daylight. When the photographs from that night surfaced, the internet didn't explode with outrage. It softened. The collective reaction wasn't gossip, but joy. Comments filled timelines like poetry. This is the reveal we were hoping for. They kept it theirs, and we respect that. The way they look at each other? That's the story. It wasn't a scandal. It was a celebration. Someone close to them confirmed what many had already guessed. They've been together for a while, and they're both private by nature. None of this is about headlines. In an industry addicted to spectacle, their restraint became revolutionary. The lack of performance made the truth glow brighter. Sihanger's streets, always alive with quiet stories, have now added another to their mythology, that night when two people didn't need to declare anything because their silence said it all. The waiters, the bystanders, the friends, everyone noticed how calm it all felt. How ordinary, yet extraordinary. The cameras kept flashing, and one journalist finally asked, "Are you two officially together?" Gökberk's answer dissolved the tension like rain on heat. "You've seen what you needed to." And Cemre, ever composed, followed softly. "We're in a good place." That's really all there is. No drama. No denial. Just two people standing in truth. By the next morning, timelines shimmered not with scandal, but with warmth. Artists they'd worked with shared small stories, their kindness on set, their patience, the way they treat crew with respect. A makeup artist wrote, "They say thank you to everyone, every time." A lighting technician added, "It's true and it's gentle. Let them enjoy it." That single line, "It's true and it's gentle," spread faster than the pictures themselves. For once, the appetite wasn't for exposure, but for authenticity. In an online world that thrives on chaos, this moment became a rare instance of harmony, a shared pause across digital divides. Even industry insiders began to ask whether this kind of quiet honesty might change the way love stories unfold in public. Maybe, just maybe, people are hungry for something real again. If this story moved you, take a moment to subscribe or tap the join button. It helps us keep telling these stories with the care they deserve. Also, tell us below, which other celebrity connection would you love us to explore next? Now, as days pass and the buzz settles into calm admiration, one thing remains constant, the image of that night. Two silhouettes walking in sync, hand in hand, under the amber streetlights of Sihanger. No slogans, no orchestration, just the quiet rhythm of shared understanding. They didn't wave goodbye dramatically, didn't pose for the last frame. They simply moved together, shoulder to shoulder, disappearing into the night like a secret gently kept. It's rare to see a story like this, a relationship entering the public eye not with spectacle, but with sincerity. Their authenticity has reminded fans that sometimes, love isn't about making noise, but about staying steady in a world that constantly demands display. They'll return to their scripts soon, to the roles that ask them to play love on cue. But everyone who saw that night unfold knows that, for once, what happened wasn't performance. It was truth caught in motion. And that's the story, not of a publicity stunt, but of a quiet confirmation that warmed an entire city. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the join button to support the channel directly. You'll get exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes insights, and early access to the stories we're crafting next. So tell us, dear viewers, what did you feel watching Gökberk and Cemre's story unfold? Do you believe quiet love stories can survive under the spotlight? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, this is Anything You Want, where every story is told with heart, truth, and a little bit of light.